Let me ask you something. Are there any questions that you've just always wanted to know the answers to? I know there are for me. Like what dinosaurs were really like, or what the correct answer actually was on that test that you weren't sure about, or what Jesus actually looked and sounded like. I'm sure we would all love to know the answers to these and many other questions, but there are some things that we just can't know. We as human beings will never know everything. God, however, does know everything. Omniscience is the power to know everything, and it is an attribute of God. We see in Scripture that God knows things that ordinary people could never know. In Matthew 10:30, Jesus says, "But even the hairs of your head are numbered." This is just one example of all the many small things that God knows. In 1 John 3:20, it says that for whenever our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart, and He knows everything. He literally knows everything there is to know about everything. Pretty awesome, right? As cool as that is, there is more. Now, if you're like me, you forget things very easily. I am so blessed that my fiance has a great memory because I do not. What is really cool to think about is that since God is omniscient, He never forgets anything. That includes His promises. We see in Scripture that God always keeps His promises and that He never forgets them. Exodus 2:23-24 says, "And the people of Israel groaned because of their slavery and cried out for help. Their cry went up to God, and God heard their groaning, and God remembered His covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob." He keeps His promises. This means that He also never forgets about you. He knows everything about us and loves us anyway. That is amazing news because we sin every day, and He knows about every one of those sins. Really makes you not want to sin anymore, huh? So please be comforted in the fact that God knows everything. He always keeps His promises to us, and He will never forget about you because He is omniscient. See you next time.